Hello YouTube. This is my first review of headphones. I'm kind of a headphone freak. I'm from Finland. It's in Europe, if you didn't know. Just next to Sweden. It's a nice country. We have a kind of a bad winter right now, but kind of cold and stuff, but you know, I like it here. So, about these headphones. They have a pretty good build quality. If you look at all around the headphones, they're plastic mostly, but they don't make too much of extra noise or anything like that. They sit on your head quite tightly, but that gets better over time. My headband is old because I bought this pair used and it's worn, but still, even though there's not much of anything going on here, but still they don't cause me any pain or anything like that. I don't get the design with the gravestone, gravestone looking plastic here, but it's okay. The HD600 looks much better in that regard. These do extend like to crazy levels. If you have like a humongous head or like 6 hats or something, they should still fit just fine. No problems there. I have a big head and I go to like 7 on these, but you can't actually see that where you're going, but it's not a problem. The ear pads are oval shaped and not like round as some other models, because that's good, because no one's ears are round. This is much better for human consumption, if you know what I mean. About the sound quality, these have good bass, but not the best in the sub bass regions. The lowest bass, they kind of drop off at the lower regions, but they're okay. But mostly the bass is good. It's good quality. There's not too much of it, like on some shitty Beats headphones or something like that. They're flat, they're neutral, they're one of the best in that regard. Still, even with the old design, they're one of the best. The mid range, I've had basically 3 headphones that are all about the same quality. It's the HD600 and the 650 and the Odyssey LCD 2.1, which is my main headphone for listening to music, just enjoying stuff. These are my go-to pair for mixing. So these are a bit drier, not like not every mix sounds great with these, which is a good thing. The Odyssey are basically just as neutral in a way, but they're not. They can be too good with bad mixes. The highs on these are pretty good, a bit dry, but they're not quite as clear as the Odyssey, which of course are in a completely different category concerning price. These are much cheaper, but anywho, the Odyssey highs are clearer and almost seems like they resolve better, like the details, but these are not at all bad. These are very nice in overall resolution and hearing details. These are very good. The soundstage is not exaggerated. It's like it's just there, just like the frequency curve. It's kind of boring, but in a very, very good way. It's boring because it has no real like high points or like hype or anything like that. It's just it's there. It does what it's supposed to. So you can clearly hear that this is an open pair, not a closed one. So there is a good soundstage, but it's not like huge, like on some AKG K701s I used to have, which are kind of like neutral too, but they are really lacking in bass. There's like deficiency in the bass region, and they are way too bright. They're pretty though, but too bright. So compared to the 650, these have slightly less bass and they are not quite as warm. They have this kind of dry quality, as I said, which is very good for mixing and mastering and late night stuff when doing music, and if you need to hear what you're doing, especially. The LCD2s I have, they have a much flatter bass response, which is one of the best I've ever heard. Okay, my screen just died. The mids are on par with this, and yeah. Amping, I think basically, I think the 600s work kind of okay from an iPhone or something like that, but you can't get great volume or especially not great sound as you get from your basic like sound card made for audio pros or something like that. Like my Apogee Duet sound card plays them quite well, but I bought the Sheet Lear 2 amp just a few months ago, and they improved the bass somewhat. I can maybe hear just a bit of improvement in the sub bass region, and maybe the mid bass is not that pronounced. I'm not sure. The changes are pretty minimal. Nothing too big. So you should be able to get good sound out of these from a pretty cheap amp. But I wouldn't use this with an iPod or iPhone. As I said, these are great for mixing, because they're basically the most neutral headphone I've heard to date, and for anything concerning audio production. And also there are many people who enjoy the neutral kind of, maybe even the slightly dry sound a lot, and but it's not too bad. It's just slightly more revealing, for bad recordings than something like HD650 or more, even the Denon D2000 or something like that. in Europe these go for something like the 300 euros or maybe a bit more, but for that price these are a great pair, a really good set of headphones for many kind of listener. So yeah, that's just all about I can think of. Oh, maybe, yeah, the cable. I don't have the original HD600 cable. I have the HD650 cable here, which came with my used pair. And I don't believe in cable mojo or anything like that. So if it works, it works, and there's no problems with these. And these cost something like 15 euros new. So why not use them? Okay, thanks a lot. Maybe I'll do one of these again, maybe with the Odyssey LCD2s or Denon D2000 or Philips Fidelio X2, or what can I think of? Sennheiser Momentum or Focal Spirit Pro. You tell me, what do you want to hear? Thank you for watching, and bye bye.